Hi, I'm Terry and I'm nuts about stamping. I'm back today with another Sundays with Sizzix project. It's a greeting card that I'm going to create with a couple of Big Shot products and a couple of embellishments. So let's get started. I want my card base to be Whisper White, and I'm going to use the Vine Street embossing folder to emboss the front of the card. So I've got it wrapped around. I've got my platform on tab 2. Let me bring the Big Shot a little bit closer to me. I'm going to put my bottom standard cutting pad, my folder with the cardstock wrapped around it, and the top standard cutting pad, and I'm going to run it through the Big Shot. And that'll create a beautiful background for the front of my card, like so. The next thing I'm going to do is just bring in my cutting pads, and I have my Scallop Square Duo die. It's a Big's die, and I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock that's cut 3.5-inch square, and I'm going to run that through the Big Shot to die cut out a scallop square because I want that to be a layer on the front of my card. I'm going to move my Big Shot aside for a moment, and I'm done with my scallop square, and I'm going to bring in my card front, and I'm going to add the scallop square to the front of my card using some Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to put one in each corner. There we go. And I'm going to put it just like so. All right, so then the next thing I want to do is I want to add some color to my card, and I'm going to once again this week use the Secret Garden bundle, which is a stamp set and some framelits, which makes making these flowers very easy. And they're going to be embellishments on the front of my card. So let me bring back in my Big Shot, get that set up. But the first thing I want to do is some stamping. I think what I'll do is take the branch image and some old olive, and I'll ink up the branch, stamp it down, ink it up again, and stamp it down. So I'm going to have 2 branches, and then I'm done with my old olive. I'm going to use some Marina Mist ink and the smallest flower image. Remember last week I had such a hard time lining this up with the framelit? Let's see how it goes this week. I didn't practice much during the week, so it is what it is. And then I'm going to do a Melon Mambo, and I'm going to use sort of the medium-sized solid image. Stamp that down, and we'll die cut that out. All right. So let me move some of these things out of the way. Bring in my Big Shot. So you want your platform on the very top, so it's closed up tight. Bottom standard cutting pad. I've got my Secret Garden framelits. There we go. So I want the branch image, and I want this flower image, or the die cut, sorry, and I want the small one. I'm not using the rest right now. I'm going to lay on my cardstock. Actually, I'm going to bring the branch image closer to me, and I'm going to die cut this branch. You have to get them set up perfectly so that they come out nicely. Takes a few seconds and a little bit of patience, but it's well worth it. And then let's see if I can get this set up this time. Let's try this. There we go. Surprise. And now This one's not quite as easy for me. I'll just rotate it around until it fits in nice and snugly. Let's see. There we go. You know when it fits. There. And now I'm going to bring in my top standard cutting pad. I'm going to hold it all down in place. And it looks like my framelit slipped. Let me just readjust this one. It's got a little bit of sticky on it from the container, so it's not as easy. There we go. Slide that on, hold that down in place, and run it through the Big Shot. And then I'll have one additional flower to die cut and one branch to die cut. All right, so there's my flower, my melon mambo flower, and my Marina Mist flower, one of my branches. There we go. So I'll just tuck those off to the side and get set up for my second branch and my second Marina Mist flower. Right, and then I'll die cut that and I'll be right back and continue on making my card. Back in a moment. There we go. Didn't take as long to get this second one set up as I thought it was going to. And I'm done with the Big Shot for now. But I have all these beautiful elements. It didn't take me that long to prepare. So let's bring in my card. And the other thing that I would like to do is add a phrase to my card. And I really like the phrase that comes with the Paper Pumpkin subscription kit. This is a new program that Stampin' Up! Has come out with. It's a subscription kit. You can contact me and I'll get you subscribed, and each month you'll get a kit that comes with instructions and everything you need to make several beautiful and very different projects. Each month they're not always cards. They could be little note journals and a variety of other things. So in the Paper Pumpkin kit that's called Hey There, it's the Try It kit that when you first sign up you can get. It's got a Hey There Friend stamp set. And I really like it, so I thought what I'd do is grab my Marina Mist and ink up the phrase and stamp it down on the scallop square. There we go. Get that done, and then I can arrange my elements around that. So I'm going to start off by bringing in my Stampin' Dimensionals. So I love cards that have lift on it, and I think for my branch, I'm just going to glue them flat using my snail adhesive. I'm going to tuck one branch behind like that. Another Stampin' Dimensional, like that. The third one. Maybe I'll tuck it like that, and then we'll find a spot for this branch. You can do it like that. And it's looking pretty good so far, isn't it? There we go. We have a really pretty friendship card that I created using my Big Shot and a variety of elements. I used the Vine Street embossing folder, I used the Scallop Square Duo, and I used the Secret Garden Bundle. For a complete listing of the supplies and the measurements for all of the layers on this card, please visit my blog www.nutsaboutstamping.com. While on my blog, don't forget to subscribe to my customer newsletters. I have a newsletter coming out this week that you won't want to miss. It's got some special announcements in it. You can cruise through my blog and look at lots of other samples. You can ask me a question, or you can place an order for the supplies to make this card at home. I'm Terri. I'm nuts about stamping. See you next time. Bye for now.